Azteca Promotions presents Los Conquistadores. Miguel Angel Gonzalez, undefeated at 36-0, 29 knockouts, defends his WBC lightweight championship for the 9th time against number 7 world-ranked Marty Jakubowski in tonight's blockbuster main event. In our co-main event, WBC featherweight world champ Alejandro Gonzalez takes on Dynamite Tony Green from Philadelphia in defense of the title he won earlier this year against Kevin Kelly. Gonzalez of Mexico has 36 big wins, including 25 inside the distance. Phone booth warfare at its finest with Alejandro Gonzalez. Also, Marco Antonio Barrera, the hard-hitting WBO super bantamweight champ, undefeated, 35-0, 25 wins by knockout, defends his title for the first time tonight against Frankie the Shark Toledo in a scheduled 12-rounder. And that's not all. Hector Acero Sanchez of the Dominican Republic puts his WBC super bantamweight title on the line against Daniel Zaragoza, who's held this title 2 times already. He wants it back. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Foxwoods Casino and Resort in beautiful Ledyard, Connecticut. We're nestled in the woods of the Mashantucket Pequot Indian Reservation for a big night of championship boxing. Hi, everybody. I'm your host, Maxx Hammer, and we have got a huge night of championship boxing ahead. So kick back and hang out with us. 5 big title fights, including 4 world championships. And I am completely pumped of what we've got coming up for you tonight. So let's throw it down to ringside, where my colleagues Sal Marciano and Fernando Paramo are ready to tell you about our big opening bout. Guys, what's happening?
And now let's go to our host, Maxx Hammer, standing by with an old favorite champion.
Well, the crowd here at the Foxwoods Casino not afraid to voice their displeasure over the decision that you just saw. Hector Acero Sanchez defends his WBC Super Bantamweight Championship for the 2nd time with a majority draw over Daniel, never in a dull fight, Zaragoza. And we're now joined by Larry Holmes, former WBC and IBF heavyweight champion of the world. Daniel Zaragoza, 37 years old. Were you pulling for the old man tonight, Larry?
Well, Max, I was pulling for a good fight. And that's what the crowd here got tonight. It was a good fight. Both of these warriors, they went at it toe-to-toe. But these kind of fights are kind of hard to judge because one guy's on the outside boxing all the time, and the other guy's aggressive, throwing a lot of hard punches. So these fights are kind of hard to judge.
All right, let's talk about your career. You just fought for the WBC Heavyweight Championship unsuccessfully against Oliver McCall. You're looking good. After that fight, you announced your retirement from boxing. The way you look now, it looks like you're going to make a comeback.
Well, I thought, I would never get another shot, and I still feel that I won't get a shot. But, everybody saying, hey, Larry, that was a close fight. You could have won the fight. We gave you the fight, but out in Las Vegas, you couldn't win anyway. So they said, why should you give it up? The fight was really close. And it could have went your way. So if I were you, I would not retire. So a lot of people have been putting that thought in my mind, and I'm gonna see what happens out there. I'm in the gym, I'm working out, and if something happens, it happens.
One of the big stories in boxing and the heavyweight division, Mike Tyson coming back August 19th against Boston area heavyweight contender Peter McNeely. What do you think about that fight and Mike Tyson's comeback?
I think it's a great fight for Mike Tyson on the way back. I think it's something that he needs because he needs to shed that rust. But I don't think it's worth what they're paying for closed circuit TV, $50 the top. I don't think anybody should be rewarded that type of dollars when they've been incarcerated for 4 years or 3 years and come out and get those kind of dollars. It's ridiculous, but hey, this is boxing and anything can happen in this game.
All right, Larry, good luck if you come back. If you don't, you're a great champion inside and outside the ring, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Max.
Let's go down to the locker room with Matt the Bolo Stolo. He's got a surprise guest. Hello, everyone, and welcome to TCI's Fight of the Month. I'm Maxx Hammer, and tonight we're in Troy, New York at the Knickerbocker Ice Arena for the USBA Welterweight Championship. The champion and local product, Kevin Pompey, against Road Hard Buck Smith. This is Pompey's first defense of the title, which he won earlier this year. The challenger, Buck Smith, has never fought for a championship, despite having 127 professional bouts. Pompey has 32 pro fights, but is considered the more experienced of the 2 fighters based on his his quality of opposition, and he has fought for a world championship. The keys to victory for both fighters: Pompey has got to work that jab overtime, keep the fight in the center of the ring, and he doesn't want to get in a left hook battle with Buck Smith like he did with Santos Cardona and Tyrone Trice. 2 fights Pompey has lost. Buck Smith has got to work those combinations to take control early in this bout. He doesn't want to get into a brawl with Kevin Pompey, but if Pompey keeps the fight on the outside, Buck Smith has to get on the inside and make a fight of it. Both fighters need a victory tonight if they have any plans on challenging for the World Welterweight Championship. We're scheduled for 12 rounds, and I'll be back with all the action right after this from our sponsor, Coors Light. It's the right beer now.